much size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The Browns at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Watson, off play action. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
David Njoku got a huge vote of confidence from the Cleveland Browns when they named him their franchise player this past offseason. That has a lot of people expecting a long-awaited, big-time breakout from the 6-year tight end, and he comes through with a first down catch on that previous play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. On fourth down, Watson. Out of his hands quick to Jackson. Touchdown, Browns! Deshaun Jackson. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10. At about the 32. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down, here's Chubb again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week. Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement. Hall has it knocked loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT. Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves. But maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
2nd and 11. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Touchdown! Deshaun Jackson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Moore. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now it's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Now it's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Chubb on the counter, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.